Thanks, Andrew and Taylor. It was the most home runs hit in a game since 2010.
And one was even a grand slam.
The Bats set fire for head coach Rick Heller and the Iowa baseball team on Tuesday night against Northern Illinois.
The Hawkeyes were able to put up double-digit numbers in multiple innings.
Zach Mackey was hanging out on the bleachers at Dwayne Banks Field for more on the game. Zach?
Lots of pitching and lots of hitting for Iowa in their midweek contest against Northern Illinois on Tuesday. The Hawks rolled to another victory in the year, but it was via the home run ball, 4 of them. And Tyler Payton produced a grand slam over the fence that gave the Hawks an 8-run bottom of the 6th inning. It was the first grand slam for a Hawkeye in over a year, and it was the first grand slam ever for Tyler Payton.
I couldn't actually recall. I think it was like when I was like 10 years old in like a fall league game, but I mean like that'd be the only time I have. I've never really hit one in like an event like this. So I mean it's pretty thrilling, I'd say. Yeah.
It wasn't only Tyler Payton that hit the long ball. 3 other Hawkeyes went over the fence with home runs. Seniors Nick Rossetti and Daniel Aaron Moriel both jogged around the base paths, along with freshman Big Ten Player of the Week Robert Nudstrom.
I think it's the tip of the iceberg, you know, whether it happens next week or next year or whenever, but Robert's got a lot of ability. You're seeing him finally start to slow the game down a little bit right now. And
these last few weeks I've been feeling great up there. No worries, just stepping in the plate, doing me, and knowing my teammates got my back if I mess up, so just no worries up there.
Defensively, it was pitcher by committee as 7 Hawkeyes came in and held Northern Illinois to just 3 runs as the Hawks won it 12-3.
Bounce back from the young pitchers who struggled a little bit last week against Bradley. They all pitched a lot better than they did, and as we get into April and we have a couple weeks where we have double midweek games and they're going to have to be stretched out. It's really important that they get some confidence heading into April.
Another weekend and another Big Ten team on the schedule for the Hawkeyes. They'll travel up to Minneapolis to take on the Golden Gophers for their second Big Ten series of the year. Reporting from Dwayne Banks Field here in Iowa City, for Daily Iowan TV Sports, I'm Zach Mackey.
After the win against the Huskies, Iowa is now 10-12 on the year.
They continue Big Ten play this weekend at Minnesota. The first game of that 3-game series starts at 3 p.m. on April 1st.
While baseball is away this weekend, Iowa Gymnastics plays host to the NCAA Regionals on Saturday, April 2nd.
Iowa is one of 36 teams in the nation qualified to compete. Katie Sextro took a closer look at how the Lady Gymhawks are preparing for the big meet.
After a week off, the 19th ranked Iowa women's gymnastics team is preparing to once again represent the University of Iowa at the NCAA Regionals. Other than upping the intensity of their practices, head coach Larissa Libby says that even though this meet is important, the team isn't changing much from their normal routine to prepare.
We've kind of just stayed with what we've done all through the season. Nothing really different. Focus is not really on anything different except just getting our job done.
And Coach Libby is looking for the girls to not only step up individually, but most importantly as a team.
I am looking for our individuals, all of them. We've got 15 of them that are going to be out on the floor, and I need the best that they've got every single event.
And the girls share that mindset.
In my own personal goals, I just have my team in mind, and I make sure that everything that I do in my training in the gym, but also outside of the gym, I'm thinking about my team and what's going to make us successful.
Coach Libby is looking for a great outcome during regionals and knows the girls are ready to compete against other nationally ranked teams.
We're ready to go. We've been ready to go for a long time. We feel like we're coming up at the right time. I feel like the practices have been just that much stronger, that much more intense, that much feistier. I feel like there's just a little more fire inside of them. They've been preparing for this all season long.
Now, even though the regional meet is big for this Iowa team, they're keeping to the same mission they've had all season, which is to hit those details and to succeed as a team, not just individually. Reporting from the practice gym in the field house, Katie Sextro, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Iowa will be competing against Oklahoma, Nebraska, Arkansas, Kent State, and Central Michigan on Saturday. We will have complete coverage on our Sunday show of Daily Iowan TV Sports.
As some Iowa sports are in the tail end of their season, football completed their 4th spring practice on Wednesday morning.
There was one person missing, though, defensive end Drew Ott. Ott is still pending a request to get another shot at playing for the Iowa football team next season.
The Big Ten has approved another year for Ott, but the NCAA remains at a standstill, something that Iowa and Ott are extremely frustrated about.
The thing you feel bad for is Drew, because he has no control over it. We don't have any control over it, so we can't worry about it. Even if he was healthy, he wouldn't be practicing this spring. So it provides an opportunity for some of our younger guys to get some reps. I feel bad for him because it's been denied several times. He has an appeal in again, and the process just seems to be extremely frustrating because no one from the NCAA has talked to anybody in this building about it or him.
As Coach Morgan said, Ott's life is basically put on hold right now, but it is getting to the point where the NCAA is going to make a decision here in the next few weeks, as the NFL draft is at the end of April.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. It could really go either way at this point.
Yeah, I can only imagine the stress it's putting on him, not knowing where he'll be at the end of the month, like let alone next year.
Yeah. Tight end head coach LeVar Woods also talked about the tight end position on Wednesday, and the players even got to update everyone on how spring season is going so far.
Obviously, a lot of leadership roles and positions that need filled, especially on the offensive line.
On Thursday's show, Taylor Brooks takes us through Iowa's current offensive line situation, which has a few injuries and still no set center.
Andrew and Taylor, back to you.